What if I told you that being truly wealthy has almost nothing to do with your bank account? Today, we're going to explore a pretty radical idea that your most valuable assets, the things that really make life rich, are the ones you just can't buy. We're talking about your time, your health, and your own mind. So let's dive right in.
So let's just start with a direct question for you. Seriously, take a second and think about it. When you hear that word currency, your mind probably jumps straight to money, right? Dollars, euros, whatever. But what if the most valuable thing you have, the thing you trade every single day for everything else in your life, isn't what's in your wallet at all?
All right, so let's get into our first big idea, this first pillar of true wealth, time. The source material for this whole explainer really challenges us to stop seeing time as just something on a clock that we have to manage and start seeing it for what it is, our most precious, non-renewable currency.
Now, this quote, this is really the heart of the whole philosophy. It completely reframes how we look at our days. If time is our currency, then every single moment becomes, in a way, a financial decision. Every hour is an investment. So the real question becomes, are you investing your time wisely?
So, this is where it gets really interesting. There's a huge difference between spending your time and using your time. You can see it here on the slide. Spending time, well, that's kind of passive, isn't it? It just disappears. It's often impatient, maybe a little frivolous, almost like just throwing money away on things that don't really last. But using time? That's an active choice. It's purposeful, it's patient, and it's wise. It's about consciously aiming your most valuable asset toward what truly matters to you.
And this right here, this is the essence of using your time. It's about finding the real value in the process itself, not just racing towards some finish line. The idea here is that this kind of patient, dedicated approach isn't just more fulfilling, it actually compounds over time. It leads to way greater success and a deeper sense of satisfaction in the long run.
Okay, so if time is our currency, what's the very first, most important thing we should be buying with it? Well, according to this philosophy, the answer is clear: our health. Let's dig into why this is the absolute non-negotiable foundation for everything else.
This slide lays out two completely different paths in life. On one side, you've got what many of us know as the common path. It's that rat race, right? Chasing money, chasing career success, and often, putting our health on the back burner. But on the other side, you see a different way. A path where prioritizing our well-being every single day is the foundation for a truly rich and fulfilling life. So just take a look. Which path feels more familiar to you?
Just let this one sink in for a minute. Your health is the only wealth you have to improve or maintain daily quality. Think about that. You can't buy it back once it's gone. You can't pay someone else to be healthy for you. It is a daily, hands-on investment in the quality of every single moment you get to live. And it's probably the most important investment you'll ever make.
So if you take away one thing, let it be this. Your health isn't just an asset among many. No, it is the asset. It's the number one. It is the literal foundation of your entire life. Because without it, well, nothing else really matters, does it?
Okay, so we've talked about time, that's our currency, and we've talked about health, that's our primary investment. But there's one more crucial piece to this puzzle of true wealth, and it has to do with the state of your mind. So let's explore what the source calls the power of tranquility.
I think we all know what it feels like to be totally overwhelmed by the constant noise of modern life. The notifications, the deadlines, the endless news cycle. But what if you could find a sense of genuine calm and clarity right in the middle of all that chaos? Well, that's tranquility. It's not about escaping the world. It's about creating enough mental space to actually think, to create, and to connect with who you really are underneath it all.
So what actually happens when you start to cultivate this tranquility? Well, for one, you start to see the world differently. You begin to discover your own inner strength and capabilities, away from all the external pressure. And you start to see through the illusion of happiness that society is constantly trying to sell us. That idea that the next gadget, the next promotion, the next something will finally be the thing that makes us content. Okay, so this all sounds great, but how do we actually find this tranquility? It's not about running away to a cabin in the woods, it's about mastering your own mind. And according to our source, it all boils down to one simple, totally learnable skill: awareness.
The key thing to get here is that awareness isn't some kind of superpower you're born with. Not at all. It's a skill you can practice and get better at. It's simply the ability to pay attention to your own thoughts, your feelings, the world around you, without getting swept away by them. In our age of constant distraction, this skill is the most practical tool you have to quiet the noise and find that inner calm. It's really the key to living a more intentional life.
So, You want to start building that awareness muscle? Here are 2 super simple things you can literally start doing today. First, just try meditating for 10 minutes. That's it. Think of it like a workout for your brain, just training your ability to focus. And second, be really mindful of your environment. Actively step away from negative energy, whether that's a draining conversation or just doom scrolling on your phone, and try to surround yourself with people and places that actually lift you up.
So we've walked through a whole new way of thinking about wealth, haven't we? One that's built on how you use your time, how you care for your body, and how you cultivate a calm mind. In a world that is constantly screaming at you about what you need to buy to be happy, this is your invitation to define happiness on your own terms. So I'll just leave you with this question. In a world selling illusions, how will you choose to cultivate your reality?